All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Also want to give double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from, and peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. All right, back at it with another epistle I've been wanting to do for a while because it's near and dear to me. I think all brothers and sisters have their own personal pet peeves, man, when it comes to the wickedness of our people. Mine personally just is celebrities, you know what I mean? Any celebrity, a actor, a music producer, a rapper, sports player, anybody of our nation that's supposed to be in captivity that has received all these benefits, fame, fortune, and stature and status from Yahweh Shema Shah. The reason why I wanted to do this video, because through the spirit, I don't know what I'm exactly title it, but it'll be something to the tune of these celebrities are or we're almost done with the Lord is almost done mocking us, the hopeful elect, all right, with these fucking celebrities. I'm not gonna title it that. It's gonna be something like that though. But basically, I'm starting to see why the Lord gave all this stuff to our people, all these millions and some of them billions, billionaires, man. Not the so-called, a lot of the so-called celebrities, a few of them that kind of in that area of a billionaire, but like CEOs and stuff, the motherfuckers that live in Buckhead, Georgia, and in Dallas, Texas. I mean, all these, rich CEO types of our nation that have received all these benefits, man, but have not known Yahweh Shema Shah. It is a pet peeve. So let's get into this. This is Matthew 7 and verse 15. Beware of false prophets. So first and foremost, the actual false prophets, all right, the ones that's claiming that they're men of the Lord. Let's start there, and they're not. Scriptures is telling us to beware of that. So we got to watch. We got to be praying to make sure we don't get caught up in the trickery of these false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Now again, I liken these rich motherfuckers and famous to the Lord's hopeful elect, starting with that 144,000. That goes for the females too, that's gonna be married to them elect men. All right, just like the rich females, same thing. They mocking, the Lord is mocking, his hopeful children, man, via letting their brothers and sisters in wickedness prosper, man. Okay, but not only the literal false prophets, but also the people that our people think are men of stature, men of status, men of regard. All right, whatever reason that may be, whether it's how they look or whether it's what they have. And it's usually one of the two or a combination of those two things, man. How a person looks and what they have and what they can do for you. Our people will hold these celebrities, athletes, etc. in high regard. And it's not only our people, the whole world. And I think nobody's more reverenced than the athletes, because it's kind of like, well, Jake pretty much done took over all this. All the Edomites, they don't matter. They do but you know what I mean. Hip hop and rap is kind of destructive. Obviously, it's destructive. But when you talk about sports, that's supposed to be like a healthy type of thing. So everybody kind of gravitates towards that, man. You got the whole All-American, that Cam Newton type ass spirit. Like, this guy, like this Cam Newton, perfect example of like a dude. And look at him. He went from the NFL, or all that glory he got in school or in college in Alabama, to being in the NFL, to now he got his own stupid ass podcast, man. It just keeps going and going and going. When does this stop? Why is the Lord, your question that? And that's pretty much the answer that I got, by me constantly through the spirit, crying out about how these people that's supposed to be our brothers and sisters are in captivity. You niggas not in no captivity, man. Y'all living better than the oppressors, some of them. Seriously. All right, but again, the whole point being, we need to watch out for these false prophets, because they are ravening wolves, aka wolves in sheep clothing. Just like, look at it on a physical, carnal level. Some of these men and women, what the Lord, and I'm gonna bring all these out, man. You think a dude looks good and you mess around and sleep with this dude, and you'll have AIDS for the rest of your life. Same thing with females, and you'll pine away and die. All right, all because you got caught up in how that person looked, beauty, but in the inside of that body, it was completely filthy. And that's what we experience a lot with our women. May not be think the Wadi Abashim Shah, he never gave us over to the HIV thing, the brothers in his truth. But I mean, they're dirty, but they think they're not. You know what I mean? They're filthy, but they think they're not. But going back to these false prophets, these celebrities, man, are people hold these people in such high regard. They'll listen to them. The scriptures speak about that. When a rich man speaketh, the people, regard if they inquire, etc. But when a poor man speak, he's despised, man. That's likened unto the Lord's hopeful elect, us starting with the hopeful prophets. People ain't trying to listen to us. Why? Because of the how we look. We don't, we're a little rougher looking. We got sackcloth on out on the highways and byways, and there's just an aura about us that's just different that the people can't get with, man. So therefore, they become to hate us. The women being of the world, they can't see the beauty in the Israelite man. I'm talking about the one serving Yahweh Shema Shai. But they can see the desire of a worldly man via all vanity. Everything that these women talk about a man, it don't come from what they really want. I mean, come on, being taller, that's nothing. But y'all are putting specific numbers on it. That's how we know you're full of shit. Now, if you just want a man taller than you, that's fucking a no-brainer. I don't think there's any decent man that wants his woman to be taller than him. All right, we definitely want to be taller than our women. But why do y'all have to put a specific number? You say, okay, you say 6'2". I'm finna bring all these out. You say 6'2", right? That's what, that's the thing going out in Babylon the Great with these worldly women. They want a guy that's a specific number. It's around like 6'2". So you mean to tell me, what if this guy's 6'1.5"? What if he's 6 foot, got everything else going, but he's not at that 6'2" that you want for just vanity? All you want, because I don't even want to get into it, but you just really want the look, man. You want to show this 6 foot whatever dude off to your sisters, you know what I mean, for vanity. It ain't about actually having a husband that's there for you, or working together, serving y'all by Shemal Shah, making it through this crap together with somebody that got your back and that'll be with you when that beauty does go. Because it's gonna go away. Even just naturally, old age, if you take care of yourself, you're still never going to look as young as you did in your 20s. Sure, Jake, black don't crack, as they say. But if you take care of yourself, but still you're going to age, and eventually you're going to die. Okay, so therefore, hey, be humble, man. But that's not our people, is it? These 2/3 niggas and these 2/3 women, they go hand in hand, man. And the Lord is going to give them over to each other. So don't worry about it. The Lord got women for us, and we don't even know about it, man. The Lord he don't put them in a box. He got us. But let's take a look, and we're gonna dive into this just a little bit. And in Deuteronomy 28th chapter, and we'll look at some of these curses that the Lord put upon us to aid in us not being in our full strength. Remember, Deuteronomy 28th chapter from verse 1 all the way to 14, it lists a number of blessings, all right, that shall come upon us, man. And then in verse 15 here, it says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So the Lord gave us a list of blessings that will befall us, or come upon us, if we obeyed him and kept the law that he gave us. And he's getting ready to give us a whole freaking big ass list, all right, of things that were going to happen to us if we didn't. Now tell me, if you filter us, our people, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans through these curses, you got to know that we got to be the people that these curses the Lord put upon. Okay, but let's start at 25, man, and just look at some of them. All right, verse 25. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. And that's come on, man. That's any of our enemies that had us in any type of captivity, oppressed us in any way. This is a curse. It wouldn't have never happened a little bit if we obeyed the Lord. So all the way up into actual slavery, being hung from trees, on cargo slave ship, all these things, man. all right, was an actual curse, an actual event, all right, and events that the Lord put upon his children for disobedience, man. Thou shalt go out one way against them and flee 7 ways before them and shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. So there's that precept about how we were scattered throughout all. We're not all in Babylon the Great. There the bulk of us is, yeah, but we got Israelites scattered all over the globe, man. Because of this curse right here, we was removed and we served captivity under all these nations where we forgot who we were. They didn't call us the children of the Lord. They called us niggas or Negro, black, colored. You know, all these are bywords, and that's a part of these curses spoken of in this chapter right here. Okay, but let's go down. Where we at? Verse 26. And thy carcass shall be meat unto all fowls of the air and to the beasts of the earth. That's self-explanatory. The brothers have spoken about this history. Look at the historical context of Babylon the Great and how it's documented. They fed us to freaking alligators, just as one animal. Okay, there's just one animal. We could go and go and go about all the other stuff that they did, but this is a curse that the Lord put upon us for disobedience, man. And no man shall fray. I might do a lesson on this, man. Just the curses. No man shall fray them away. The Lord will smite thee with the botch of Egypt, with the emeralds, and with the scab. So all type of disease, pestilences, bumps, like how Jake, and that's why the Lord told us not to mar our beard, man. You see, you wonder why your beard bump up or your face bump up trying to shave, man. I didn't deal with it, but I seen dudes deal with that in the military, man. And they have to get shaving profiles because they take that razor to their skin, all right, and it just bump up, man. That sensitive skin Jake got, man. But the Lord said all these things, man, will cleave unto us, man. It says, whereof thou cannot be healed. And first and foremost, that's spiritually, but also literally, man. The Lord gave us all type of itching and scabs and emeralds and diseases and things that we can't get in, that we can't be healed from, man. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishing of heart. Hey, and that's goes into ultimately just our captivity being lost out here, man. And it's so many, but just think about this. These curses that the Lord is saying will be placed upon us, man. Enemies will have us, etc., etc. This is the plight, I guess, of the Israelite man. All right, this is the curse. Now, how in the hell, going back to the 2/3, are they not looking like they're, dealing with this shit? Even we talk about the scab on the woman's crown, and that's why her hair won't grow, because the Lord cursed her hair. But you see, we don't really get to experience the full sting thereof of seeing our women bald headed and brought to shame. Why? Because they can hide it via the wigs and etc. Just like these dudes can hide the fact that they're under these curses by receiving the benefits from Esau Edom, for selling a damn soul, all right, or selling out. However you do it, you working for the enemy, and we know you're not serving out by Shemal Shah. Apostle Recall say one of the dudes in their camp was in the NFL, buddy. So we don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? We don't want to hear it. You guys are full of it, man. Full of it. But like I say, all these things, man, and I mean, we could get into it, but that goes into just how we look. The fact that we can't make a lot of money and be rich serving out our captivity, man. And the Lord actually cursed us, via stature. A lot of I think the scriptures speak about King David being like a man of small stature and things like that. You see, the Lord will see. Just wait. That's why I say this is a mock 144,000, man. The Lord then gave these niggas, 6'8" status and shit. And nobody care about that height shit, but Eve for real, because I mean, but if that's what they want, then hell, we're gonna give it to them when this is all said and done. We'll tower over you if that's what y'all want to be, if that's what y'all want to reverence and respect. The Lord is gonna give us that back. You see, we're in our captivity. We were punished. He made us little. He made some of us fat, made some of us skinny, so that Eve could laugh at us and mock us. So the world could laugh at us and mock us. All right, it wasn't like that, when we came over here first with Eve. First she was with us getting mocked and shit, but once she started receiving those benefits, now she mocking the black man. Yo ugly ass, yo need a haircut ass. Like, come on, man. When we got off them slave ships, you was looking just as rough as we was, but now you got all this fake shit. So now you puffed up and trying to chase these wicked ass soulless men out here. Every one of you motherfucking celebrities is over with, and your boy be cursing them out. Through the spirit of Paya Bashamal Shah, curses will be going out on these damn celebrities because they've received benefits and have not known the Lord, man. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's go to the book of 1 Samuel. I've been waiting to do this epistle, man. Dang, my eyes. Okay, First Samuel. Here we go. First Samuel chapter 16 and verse 7. All right, and it reads, "But the Lord said unto Samuel," and remember the things that were written aforetime were written for our learning. "But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not unto his countenance, all right, or on the height of his stature." Hey, so the Lord telling Samuel, hey man, don't judge this man, on how he look, or his stature, how tall he is, or how swole he is or not swole, man, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth. So that's important to remember, man. The Lord, and that's all we care about, is how the Lord sees us, and we're close enough to the finish line to really, really cleave onto that. The hell with what Eve think about. She's gonna come back anyway, because all these niggas gonna be, all these niggas that they love so much, man. The Lord's gonna get rid of them, man. And then we're gonna get rid of you, Eve. You think you finna come this way after you done played with them niggas all the whole time. Now that they not here no more, you wanna come to us. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Eve thinks she's slick. But again, the Lord is letting you know how he sees man, the Lord seeth not as man seeth, for the Lord looketh on the out for man looketh on the outward appearance. Yes, man, the creature, right? Man, they care about how you look. They pocket watch and shit like that. But the Lord looketh on the heart. Remember, the Lord's ways are higher than ours, man. So the Lord not concerned about how you look, man. It's about your spirit. And guess what? If you do right, then the Lord himself, Yahweh Shema Shah, will manifest that beauty on your outward, and you will have stature. You will have a body to die for, as they say. For you women too, same thing. You will get your hair back. You will get that beauty back. You will get that natural body back, that flat stomach. You'll have that 8-pack, because there's 8 abdominal muscle bellies, by the way. I don't know. I went to personal training school. I am a certified personal trainer. There's 8. So I don't know why they're saying 6-pack, 6-pack. They say that because they don't know how to get them ones at the bottom to pop out. You know what I mean? They, take a little bit too much work, and you gotta like really be on your dieting, man. In order to get them abs to show at the bottom. But that's neither here nor there. The Lord will give you that, man. But right now, it's not the time to be worried about that bullshit, all that vanity, which is what our people are obsessed with. Vanity, vanity, vanity. And our men, that's a really vanity, really a feminine spirit. And that's why you'll see these niggas. Now we Jake, man. We do care about how we look, but man, if it's wartime, it's wartime. And guess what? It ain't peacetime. So we really don't care about how we look per se. We'll do that shit every day. I've mentioned, when I first came into the, hey man, just through the spirit. Hey, if I want to, if maybe something may be fly enough that I may, double up, but you probably never see me wear the same thing for all eternity in this kingdom if I make it, especially the first go round. Yeah, I'm never, you'll never see me repeating nothing. Then you got to worry about, oh, you see, nah, you'll never see it again. And that's what's waiting for us. You know what I mean? Well, you can't do that here. You know what I mean? Even if you was the richest, eventually that money gonna run out, man. All right. So just remember that it's the Lord that look at the inward man. So we need to be working on our spirituality to be beautiful, not our outward. And again, if you do that, put the Lord first, then he will manifest, these blessings upon you. More so in the kingdom. Because why, man? We are in our freaking captivity because we blew it. Going back to Deuteronomy 28th chapter, right? Remember those blessings that the Lord said he was going to bestow if we obey. And then the curses came. And I'm talking about the curses go on. Like, I'm looking at my Bible right now. I got so much red highlighted because that's what I use my highlighter. Anything in the Bible that's like a negative or consequence is red. And Deuteronomy 28 from 15 to doggone, let me see, 68 where it end with them ships. It's all red, like bad, bad, bad. You know what I mean? Bad. All type of curses, man. And if you filter, that's another lesson for another day. Just filter the Israelites through those curses, and you'll see we got to be those people, man. The other people don't fit these prophecies, man. That was a prophecy, man. Hey, look, and you know what I mean? Okay. All right, First Samuel. All right, we read 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Ecclesiasticus, and I'm gonna stack that. Remember, so let's go to 11 and 12. Again, now that ain't it. Dang it, let me get this. I really don't need it, but I already brought it out now, so. Come in. Just a second, bear with me. Oh, it's 1 and 2. 11 and 2. Ecclesiastes is 11 and 2. Commend not a man for his beauty, neither abhor a man for his outward appearance. There it is. That's exactly what's going on for that mock 144,000. They are commending because they got lineups, edge ups, because the Lord himself, because we can't add a stature or take away a cubit, from our stature. I meant. But the Lord, the one that made them NBA size, Shaq. I'm talking about real tall niggas, man. I'm talking about 6'2". I'm talking about these niggas down there, it's, 7 feet tall, the whole NBA. You know what I'm saying? The Lord gave them that type of beauty. You know what I mean? The Lord gave them that stature. And you know damn well these folks ain't fearing the Lord today. They have received benefits, they partying. Look at this nigga named King James. King, you know what I mean? That's mocking, King, you know what I mean? That's mocking our brother. That's the Lord doing this, man, and it's for a reason. But we are almost done. You do know these 2/3, all right, those fools, all right, that are rich and famous, they are finna catch it, man. They are finna catch it. The Lord is not gonna forget our sacrifice. The Lord is not gonna forget our humility, man. And it goes on to say, remember, neither abhor a man for his outward appearance. That's what they do to us, because we look different. We got a different spirit first and foremost, but because we don't have edges, because the Lord himself has given brothers over to being, not 6'8" and shit like that. And some brothers overweight, some brothers underweight. Now some brothers, kind of like in a decent balance area when it comes to their body. But I guarantee you, if you filter through them curses, it's catching them somewhere else, man. All right, and they're not getting reverence like the men of the world. All right. And I'm telling you, through the spirit of poverty, I will bash him out shot in relation to prophecy. It's almost over. We are going to see, just look at the rappers though, like a King so-called, so there it is again, so-called King Von, right? How he got famous for, what he got famous for, rapping about and promoting. He's gone now. That's what I'm talking about. It's you know what I mean. It's getting ready to go. This whole podcast shit. This is the last leg, man. Of how you gonna get your money via social media and all that. Other than after this, it'll be the mark of the beast. You know what I mean. But I'm saying AI finna put people out of jobs and shit like that, man. So only thing is left is the podcast shit. And even with rap and shit, it's all on the decline, man. That's why you see these rappers with these podcasts, man, because all the money is drying up. The mirth, the folly is leaving this place. Thus saith Yahweh Shema Hawashah. All right, and it's almost time for the Lord to fully raise up the children that he truly loves, man. That's that hopeful elect, the one that cry, the one that's meek, okay, the one that's poor in spirit. The scriptures speak about these things. Blessed are these individuals, man. All right. All right. I got 3 more precepts. Bear with me. Now we finna get to it. So, hearing all that about how they are, remember, this is what the Lord got to say concerning us, man. That endured our captivity and actually acknowledged we was in captivity and served it out. This is what the Lord got for us. Behold, at that time I will undo that afflict thee. And we're seeing that right now with the Lord waking up that remnant. And I will save her that halteth and gather her that was driven out. We was driven out. And I will get them praise and fame in every land they were put to shame. And remember, we read that we will be scattered throughout all these nations, man, all these other kingdoms, man, where we were put to shame and called less than, weak, skinny, fat, ugly ass nigga, or bitch ass nigga, or whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever our own people. You know what I mean? And really, I'm just talking about us. We don't even need to even talk about how the other nations have talked about us and what they have done. I'm really just talking about our own damn brothers and sisters, man. They just got a little bit. You ain't even got to be a damn celebrity or rich. You can just have a little bit of fucking whatever. You can live in the projects and still be just as puffed up as them celebrities, which is why you all are going down. All right? And you guys are all going down. Okay, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put out and put to shame. Beautiful. At that time will I bring you again, even in that time that time I gather you, for I will make you a name and praise among all people of the earth when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith the Lord, man. So that's what we're prophesying is finna happen. That everlasting kingdom, that rulership, that dominion over all the people of the earth, man. All right, the Lord said He's going to give us a name and praise among all these people, man. And our nation is supposed to be peculiar above these nations, man. So that's what's happening, man. That's what's going to happen. Fame. They're famous. Stature. They have it. I'm not just talking about this bullshit that pertains to man, that type of stature. We're going to get those new bodies, buddy. We don't even know what they look like. Yeah, I don't either. If we don't know what they look like, y'all damn sure don't know what they look like. Wait till you see that, y'all are faint. And women gonna faint when they see us. They're gonna faint. We're gonna have to, we're gonna have to get them back together, man, in the kingdom. As soon as they see us, man, when we change, oh my goodness, they're gonna faint. I guarantee you. They're gonna, you know how, and that's because that's how it is, man. When a man or a woman got some beauty about themselves, man, sometimes people be in awe. Like, you've seen women stop traffic, cause traffic accidents and shit like that. Same thing with men. A good swole dude, women love that shit. Tall dude, swole dude, you know what I mean? Tall, dark, and handsome, old Disney shit, man, right? And they be in awe. They get stupid. They lose it, man. They lose their fucking mind. Imagine how much more if the Lord gave Michael Jordan with his arrogant ass. Come on, you don't think MJ's arrogant? I ain't never met the brother, but I got discernment. I could assume righteously, him being one of the most fucking popular athletes on planet Earth ever, that it done went to his black ass head. Shit, all that damn money, man. That nigga probably so puffed up. And I've heard stories, man, of even celebrities saying, Michael Jordan, and a lot of celebrities like that, rude and shit, have received benefits but have not known the Lord, man. Can fly, right? That's damn near spiritual power, bro. This nigga damn near flying, right? Yeah, seriously. All those athletes, Vince Carter, this nigga flying, man. And that's just one sport, man. Super speed, Steph Curry, whatever. Like, if they ain't rigging the basket, my guy, you know what I'm saying? What type of shit is going on with this guy Steph Curry when we first saw this nigga shooting from outer space like that? This is spiritual power. He just throwing up that ball. He got some type of eyesight or some type of like spiritual power to be shooting that ball from outer space like that. This is exactly what I'm talking about. The Lord, we're gonna have a spiritual power for all eternity. My brothers have had visions and dreams of us flying. All right, all type of stuff, man. Manipulating the elements, going to these other planets, receiving that hybrid body that's terrestrial, celestial, and whatever else in between that we don't even know about. Why I say that? Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, right? The things that Yahweh Bashim Shai have prepared for those who love him. And how do you love the Lord? Keep his commandments, man, which you 2/3 motherfuckers not doing. We see you celebrating after your games and shit, eating abomination and not giving reverence to the, Yahweh Bashim Shai. Bear with us, stand by. Your judgment is coming. You've had your fun. You have your reward. Wait, you're not even waiting. You guys say there is no savior. Ain't nobody. You have no need to be saved. You're good. Don't complain. You got what you Mayweather. What you complaining for, my boy? We was all supposed to be in captivity. At least you got rich. It's gone now. What can you do? You better repent. All right. So that's Zephaniah. Yes, sir. I got 2 more. Got to bring them both out too. But yeah, I've been wanting to just touch on this a little bit because it vexes me to watch them each and every day do all that wickedness, man, and prosper, especially the woman, all her whoredoms and all her just, get off the podcast, shawty. 2 Ezra 9:11. And they that have loathed my law, that's the 2/3, they hated the Lord's law, while they yet had liberty now, all right, while the prophets are still out on the highways and byways, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them. Right now, you can call upon Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right. The gates of mercy is still open because the famine of the word is not come yet. All right, but it's quickly approaching. When repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despise it. Guess what the Lord say about you clowns? Thus, the same must know it after death by pain. And we speak about ways that pain and that death is going to come. A famine, beast to tear, the sword, pestilence, storms and tempests, and a bunch of whole other peculiar calamities that's the will of the Lord, man. All right, we'll see it pretty soon. You guys will be going through it. Okay, you 2/3, man. The Lord is going to mark you, man, for all this rich and fame, and you ain't even gave him any type of, at least Kodak. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, at least he did that, right? At least Kodak and what's that nigga? Kendrick Lamar. At least they did that. At least they let people know that we the Israelites, y'all niggas ain't even close. You're not saying that they even close, but y'all even not closer. All right. And then we're going to leave it off in Romans with the classic, man. I pray this was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah. Gotta stay on fire. We hitting them up. Romans 13:11. And that, knowing the time. So knowing, seeing all these things come to pass, listening to the prophets, man, and seeing how goofy your brothers and sisters are. We know what time it is now. That now it is high time to awake out of sleep. So come up out of that, man. All right. It's almost showtime, man. And it's almost award time or reward time, man. The award ceremony is finna be crucial. It's finna be crucial. That's the 90s word, huh? For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. There it is. So this thing is closer than when we believe, man. All praise to Yahweh Shema Shah. Lo and behold, we was at the end, man. So I pray that this was edifying. Hey, the Lord is gonna do away here pretty soon with these fake ass 144,000 dudes, man. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah. Till next time, Shalom.